I am Dungeon Master, your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
All right, welcome back, everyone. I am the Dungeon Master, and this is Doomsday Aftermath. We are rejoining the party as they have been confronted or are confronting Lex Luthor. I guess it kind of depends on your perspective on, who initiated aggressions and hostilities and all of that. Lex Luthor certainly feels as though he's confronting you guys and your wrongdoings and transgressions, your many slights against him. But I'm sure you guys have your own propaganda to sell to the masses on this.
Yeah, if I could,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
got. Yeah,
oh,
go ahead.
well, I was gonna say he's the one that showed up in Gotham in a fucking 30-foot tall scarecrow.
The bats are a part of it. He also is the person who killed Superman and unleashed Doomsday on the planet.
So he can kind of eat a dick on this one.
His own day.
It's not propaganda unless it's not propaganda if it's true.
I don't know. I mean, it's still propaganda, just it's true propaganda.
Oh, we're back on the outskirts map.
No, hold on. I was just about getting you guys to the map. Give me just 1 second.
Now I can't not think of that as part of Gotham somewhere. It's just like a dust-filled field that the children play in.
It's the land outside the Iceberg Lounge.
Oh, he's using the Mr. Freeze tech to keep it always cold.
Yeah.
That has to be illegal.
Permacold.
I mean, ever since Freeze offed himself since you killed his wife, he hasn't had use for it.
He killed himself?
He did?
I didn't think things were that bad. I checked on him in prison. I didn't
Yeah.
think it was that bad.
Nah, it's been, a while now. Remember, Great King Rat was in a coma for that time, and things kind of got bad, and that's what you heard from Penguin at one point there. That Mr. Freeze unfortunately was found dead in his cell, ruled a suicide.
So he just fucking froze himself to get thrown out with the bodies, and now he's off loose again. He's gonna come fucking take revenge.
Yeah, well, this is a comic book game. That's probably, pretty likely. I'm not going to say that's not what's going on.
In best case scenario, the second best case scenario here is that he actually killed himself. I don't want to be that guy. Look, I don't want to be the guy, but the second best case scenario is he offed himself. The more likely scenario is he froze himself so he can be thrown out with the bodies. He's going to come kill us.
Yeah, probably that one.
Anyway, Wayne was leaping at Lex Luthor's face, fucking foaming at the mouth.
Yep. And here's Lex on the map, and here come the map. Boom.
Street.
Consider yourselves mapified.
All I have is a little question mark at the map. Oh, never mind.
All right, I'm going to turn off the token locks so that you guys can get all situated. Oh, wait. This android shouldn't be with you.
Yes, no, they're not here.
They're just a boy. I should cheer, though.
What's that?
It should be wherever Colonel is.
Mhm.
Stop it. Stop it. Knock it off. I just opened the stupid fucking news tab and I can't hear this. Yeah. What the fuck? Alright.
I must say, Wayne, you're looking smaller than ever.
A 5-year-old. That's a child? A child!
And then so now all of you can roll for initiative once you're. By the way, token lock is off so that you guys can arrange yourselves. Although Great King Rat, you're obviously like up in here.
Okay.
I'm still in whatever food establishment we were in.
Also move at like the speed of light almost.
Wait, what was going on? Food establishment.
Yeah,
we
we were.
Okay, go ahead.
We took Superman's boy to get a hot dog.
Ah, yes. The hot dog cart's over here, homie.
And we tried to play a children's game with him, and a murderer came from another timeline to warn against it.
Farmer hot dogs.
Yep. So there's the hot dog cart, and I suppose that is pretty much good. Deep Knight, are you where you want to be there?
Well, I certainly would be in the front lines.
Sure, absolutely. I'm not arguing that at all.
Did that initiative roll come through for you guys?
I have not seen your initiative roll yet, no. Viv, where are you?
I just teleport up here if this is going down.
Oh, I see where you are. Okay. I'm like looking all over the map
Oh,
for you.
yeah. You couldn't actually find me. Yeah, I'm up here behind this billboard.
Yeah, I see you. Yeah. Yeah, no, I literally could not find you. I was like, wait, what's going on? Where'd Viv go?
Viv is up here, so good at hiding they hid from the DM.
Yeah. All right. So Tremor, you watch as all of this is happening, and you know your hot dog man is getting out of here. He just takes off running, and he's like, keep it. Don't like I don't want the money. Just try to save my card if you can.
He works for land. There's insurance for this shit.
I'm gonna just shoot at the light construct.
Oh yeah. It's huge, and your rock blast strikes it in its huge scarecrow, construct body, and it kind of stumbles backwards.
That's funny.
I'm going to take an action as I carefully hand load a simple lead shot into my gun as I'm going to aim at Lex.
Lex is dazed and well, I mean it's the construct right now, but it's basically Lex. And as it stumbles backwards, it unleashes a blast of orange energy power at Tremor. Dazing Tremor with the power of the basically the scarecrow throws what looks like a ball of orange fire at you, but it just kind of like smashes into you like orange energy rather than fire.
Ow.
The knight, sort of looking up at the giant Lex constructs, yells out, "Lex! Fill your hand, you son of a bitch!"
Which
You
one
hear
are
nothing.
you again? Are you the one that talks to fish?
Deep Knight, just sort of hearing that comment, actually misses because he's just sort of infuriated at that.
Yes.
Wayne is on fire. He is not in the fucking the Elton John costume. He looks like he is just consuming his own being with pure pink energy. And he is going to just sort of like the that sort of terrifying upright float that some heroes do, where they're just standing and moving forward.
Yeah.
just into the construct, hands around Lex's fucking neck. I found out you did the fucking Doomsday thing. I'm not nearly as mad about that as I am about what you did to this fucking kid.
I did nothing.
Exactly what you did. I'm going to punish you for it.
Punish me? Me? I do the punishing.
Lex, if you wanted to do good for the world, and, genuine, okay action, you would leave before you make me break the oath I took when I became a superhero. I'll kill you.
What, to never bathe?
You heard what I said.
Yeah, but he tried to get a quip in.
So success 1 plus 14. Really? I'm actively ripping him out of the construct, going for the ring first.
Okay. So, you try to grab a hold of the ring, and a fist of a gauntleted fist appears over him, and you bite down on that construct and you break it, but it still bruises him, but prevents you from like getting a hold of the ring.
I got you. Yeah, but now Wayne's in the fucking machine. Wayne's in the wires now.
Shooting it again. Shooting it again.
Ooh.
Critical hit!
No, 19.
Yeah, how many degrees of success is that?
98 degrees. No, let me see. Yeah, I think it's 3. Your dodge, okay. It is plus 15, right? So 2. Yeah, because that'd be 6 over. So that'd be 2 degrees of success.
Alright.
Oh no! The construct is now staggered as it falls to one knee on the ground. The scarecrow part of it, like the pumpkin head, kind of splits, and you can see inside to Lex Luthor and Great King Rat fighting tooth and ring.
Yeah.
Uh, let's see. All right. I'm going to make an aimed attack against this one. It's going to be at +5 to hit, but I'm going to consume all of that to take a -5 penalty to hit to increase the difficulty of the toughness check by 5. Using power attack, I think is the advantage name.
Oh, what the hell? That's 2 levels of success? Then that was 3 levels of success, Tremor.
Alright. I don't know if it being a 38 would change anything. I don't know.
Let me just see. 38 would bring it to let's see, that's 4 levels right there. No, 3. So that would bring it to 4. And let me just double check. I think 4 levels of failure on that.
Tested.
I think that might be knocked out, but let me just double check here. Fail by 3 degrees, fail by 4 or more, and it is unconscious. Yes. So, you, Tremor, knock the head of the construct completely off, and it falls to the ground, and Lex Luthor floats up and out of there with Great King Rat still clinging to him.
So, do I make my attack against Luthor then?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, does his dodge calculation change? Do I have to make the attack again?
Well, no, just you got to give me a second to reset him.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, no, everything else is the same. Now just do the straight up attack against a healthy Lex, the damage against a healthy Lex Luthor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa, he shrugged that off.
Yeah. That's my super suit for you.
Okay.
I'm as bulletproof as Big Blue.
Uh-huh. Yeah. End turn.
I'll end your turn.
Because your dumb bald head is still sticking out.
Yeah, you'd like to think that, wouldn't you? Stop distracting me, rodent.
Stop being so easy to
They're
distract.
a full man.
So now they are up in the air, Deep Night, but they're only like 30 to 50 feet in the air, so you probably still have range.
Indeed,
Oops,
I did.
forgot to turn the token lock back on. Thank you for reminding me. Here come the ones.
I have 2 questions now that I've been crawling all over Lex Luthor for about 6 seconds.
Yes, sir.
The mother box, the thing that makes boom tunes, right?
Yes.
That is an object of a certain size and can't be made small.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So I've probably noticed it on like the fucking Rubik's Cube sized piece of machinery somewhere on this vehicle.
You have to roll for perception.
Yeah. And the second question is he only working off of off of Orange Lantern force field currently?
No, he also has his super suit.
Gotcha. And that makes a field around his dumb little head?
Yeah.
Fucking 19.
Okay. So, although you're right that it is hard to conceal the mother box, he does have both the super suit and the Orange Lantern suit, going over his body, and between the two, robotic technical suits, techno suits, it's not obvious where it is. Like, he's got a battery pack and, a built-in MP3 player, and like you're
I
not
get it.
Yeah.
Multi-attack. That's plus. What is that? What is that? Plus 2 for 2, and then what is the for 3 or above, Travis?
5, right?
I think so. I didn't want to presume. That hurts.
It's 5.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Lex,
Round is this?
Rodent.
I'm glad you didn't decide to run away. This is going to be cathartic.
Lex, rodent, tremor. I shoot him.
Ow! I'm just kidding. You can't hurt me. I'm as invincible as Superman once was. I will be the dominant force on this planet.
He was never the dominant force.
I just aim again. I line up the next shot as I hand load another cartridge.
I am still gonna try to take out Tremor, since he took out my giant construct. Oh yeah. You get staggered as a giant missile comes flying out of Lex's suit, but it's an orange energy construct missile, and it strikes you and just blows up with orange energy.
Heat Knight says, or looks up and says, "Can you please stop moving so much?"
Yes.
You can't hurt me. You pathetic fools dare challenge my superiority. Your chances of beating me are as small as your IQs.
Gonna extra effort there just for the fun of it.
Let me fatigue you.
One of these is gonna hit. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh baby.
Shooting him again. Oh.
You can't even hit what you're aiming at.
So I'm going to do the same combination I did last time. Come on,
Oh,
high
the
rolls.
distraction.
Hey. So, to let you know, this attack is about to be ridiculous. Wow. I'm actually annoyed.
Wow, I'm real laughing right now.
You didn't add your. It's normally plus.
What's that?
Plus-
Yeah,
high?
yeah, it's got the +5.
Yeah, but it was already getting a +5.
Yes, it should be another +5.
Yeah, it should
You
have
got
been
a critical
+10. That's why I thought it was going to be ridiculous. Doesn't it, like, did it drop the crit modifier because I put in a modifier? That must be it.
I don't know.
No effect. You can just re-roll it.
Let me see what his toughness would be there. An additional +5 is still no effect.
Oh. Wait. But he rolled a 28. against DC 28.
Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't read that properly. And your damage is what? 23?
Let's see. Wait, hold on. No, looking at it, it actually did do the calculation correctly. It just doesn't look like it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, actually, it's correct.
Yeah.
No, actually, it's just a DC 28 isn't as scary as it would sound to somebody with a plus 20 to that save.
Yeah. And also, as I said, you fools are pathetic challenging me.
If only I had brought some fucking Luthor Bane shells. I wasn't expecting this encounter.
I was expecting more out of you.
If only Scylla were here. That would actually be cool. Alright.
I'm gonna finish off your rock buddy there. What? Would you stop biting me, Wayne? I will deal with you in a second.
Deep Knight says, "How about you handle this?"
He just
Uh-huh.
twists and turns to the side, dodging your water bubble that tries to entrap him.
One of these days I'll roll well.
You cannot get past my superior suit's defenses. I designed it myself.
What the fuck?
Do you heal your staggered condition this turn, or
No, next. It's next turn.
Okay, next turn.
Because it was last turn.
Okay.
Wait. Oh no, my
yeah,
bad.
it's this turn. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm good.
You're dazed though. It only heals by 1 level, right?
Daze is just a condition. It's not.
Oh, that's right. It heals a condition. It doesn't go from staggered to daze. Wait, yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
No.
No?
No, it just removes a condition.
Because if you're already dazed, it puts you at staggered. If it dazes you again, I thought. No, it doesn't. No, it just dazes you again. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, if you're staggered and you get staggered again, then you're incapacitated. I think is what you're thinking of.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure there.
Yeah, because staggered isn't like on the health bar, or dazed isn't.
Right. No. 19. Tremor, your rock form manages to fight off the reaping scythes of a combine that Luthor makes out of orange light that tries to mow you down.
Deep Knight just keeps trying and trying and trying.
Hey.
Uh-oh, Lex. I'm gonna break something. I'm gonna break something on your suit. Hey, Lex, is it cool if I break these batteries?
Hey, get away from those. As you bite down into the batteries, suddenly part of his suit powers down and he's staggered from like he's not hurt, but the suit has like lost part of its functionality, effectively staggering him.
Oh, what a great idea it was to tie your combat viability to a piece of tech that also traps you under 2 tons of fucking metal if it powers down.
Actually, that does seem like a design flaw.
I'm just pinging rocks off him.
Ow!
Hmm.
Just kidding. You still can't hurt me.
Okay, well, I'm gonna shoot you now.
It's called a distraction, idiot.
Ew.
No,
Alright.
no, 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 19.
Come on, fuck him up. Damn.
Have you guys ever
It's-
considered using your brains and just joining with the obvious winning team?
We're already on the obvious winning team, dumbass.
Okay. Oh, that's gonna be that. Ugh.
Alrighty, so I continue to try and take out Rock.
If the 80s couldn't, you couldn't.
Lex Luthor has fucking X-10 PTSD.
And Deep Knight is really starting to hate Lex Luthor.
Oh, now you're starting to.
Yeah, you beat me too.
Very sorry, just I don't know where that. He's already been hating him. I guess he's
Yep.
just hating him more.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's all good, Hazard. We were just ribbing you a little.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, somebody's going for the thrusters.
Oh no. I start to fall down to the earth, and at this I use the power of my orange lantern ring and rip the super suit off of me, and now I'm just in the orange lantern thing. I am no longer staggered, but I have lost toughness.
Just screaming. Just like a fucking sugar high, like toddler, just fucking furious and foaming and just so happy because now all of his defenses don't apply.
Get fucked.
I mean, I still got a lot of toughness, just not as much.
Get fucked.
Any toughness that comes from the ring is negated because Wayne's a fucking pink boy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well then.
Because Wayne's literally defeating Lex Luthor with the power of love.
Well then, remind me to adjust his toughness on your attacks.
Get fucked. Oh, I'm the uh-oh.
You know, it's a good thing I fired you guys, or I would have HR talk to you about your language.
Honestly, my only regret about my language is that it's in front of Superboy Jr. here.
My regret is not having finished you off when I had the chance.
Oh,
But you didn't.
That was bull. What kind of monkey garbage was that to be on a 15 and then just be like, nope.
We've all been there.
I mean, yeah, but not quite like that. I mean, that was clearly on the 15. I was like, okay, hit. And then it just like slowly goes, nah.
You listened to me yell because that exact same thing happened to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Get good.
I got him on the ground for you, big guy. Put that sword to good use.
Kill him.
Oh no, we're not on the ground. I started to fall to the ground, and then I ripped the
Oh.
super suit off and did the orange light.
Keep up the good work, Deep Knight.
Kill him.
It's time. I'm going to try and suffocate him now.
No, 19.
Oh.
Suffocation. No breathing.
You daze him, but that's not how that works with this one. This is an effect, right? Not a damage.
Yeah, it's an effect.
So what's the effect for 2 levels of failure?
It's like something to do with the air, like suffocating him.
Mm-hmm.
I'll look it up here. So, you won't be able to hear me for a second. I will find it. It's stunned, but it should have been a fortitude save, not a toughness save.
Well, either way, then it was fortitude.
Oh, perfect. Probably because it did toughness damage. Yeah, no, it's stunned.
Okay.
So this bubble sort of wraps around Lex's head and squeezes hard onto it.
Oh, wait. Yeah. No, that can't happen because of his orange light suit. Like, it can wrap around his head, but he's already protected from it. It'd be like if he had a spacesuit on.
So if, say, his orange lantern powers went down for a second, he'd immediately be stunned?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, so the bubble is still wrapped around his orange lantern helmet, and as Deep Knight pointed out, if he can take that out, then yeah.
Alright. Time to remove all of Lexi's non-human toughness. But it's had it, and this seems like a lot, but it's not a lot. I'm going to cut off his hands, or maim it to the point where it can no longer support the ring.
Yeah, I get what you're going for there.
That's 3 degrees of success.
Ooh.
It's possibly lowered. I just want to make sure that that went through before I drop the effect.
Okay, so as you chomp down. Oh, wait. Shit. I'm sorry. I have to subtract 12 from that.
Oh my god.
You end up biting his fingers off on his right hand. You bite off his ring and pinky finger, and so now he's got like half a hand, and the ring falls to the ground, and Lex Luthor falls to the ground screaming and bleeding.
You'll be able to scream because without that ring, that bubble around his head.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, now without the
Salt
armor,
upon
he's
wounds,
just suffocating now.
Yeah, he's stunned and suffocating and trying to scream.
All right, just gonna put a foot on that ring, just so I know if it starts taking off, and then
Yeah. Kind of wondering if I should take the shot anyway.
oh,
I mean, he isn't technically defeated yet.
he's about to be.
Right. I need to do a simple 2 + 2 in my head. Lex Luthor is still an active combatant and serves as an inimical threat. And no one will miss him if he's gone.
What?
So I should shoot him.
What?
What?
No one will miss the leader of the Justice League, a former presidential candidate, the owner of one of the largest companies in the world, UN sanctioned as like, the official Justice League leader.
Allow me to clarify. No one that I give a shit about will care that he's gone.
Wayne might put up a hand as he sees Viv lining up the shot on what is a man now.
Ew. Right. Wait. I thought under the hood, doesn't Lex Luthor still have like passive super serum enhancement? Is he just a human now?
Yeah.
Oh, he's just a dude?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna shoot the concrete tile nearest to him.
Well, I mean, he's just a dude as far as like you guys are concerned. Like he is still like a superior combatant to like a street level, mook, but yeah.
He's
Yeah.
cut, he's fit, he's jacked, but also something bad's about to happen.
So I shoot near him instead of just dinging him in the skull, because that's what I was thinking about doing. And then just kind of give a that's handled, right? Right.
And don't forget, he's still suffocating because Deep Knight still has the bubble on him.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so yeah, Lex Luthor, he's just lying there like incapacitated for all intents and purposes.
Bubble.
He's keeping the effect of the suffocating bubbles on Lex Luthor. Do I need to use it again?
Said drop it. Stop it. He's a guy now. You gotta kill him.
I thought you wanted to kill him.
I have a better idea.
All right.
Making Rat is going. Hey, come on. Turn the kid away.
Turning.
No, you
Gonna
watch
blind
this.
I'm gonna blind him. Breaking Rat is going to put his hands on either side of Lex Luthor's dumb, bald head and shove his thumb claws into his eyes until they no longer function.
Okay.
And that's it. That's he's a man, and without being able to see, the ring won't bond to him again, and without being able to see, he won't be able to repair his devices. We are above. This is so much less than I want to do to you for what you've done to the world, Lex. Without your eyes, you can't use a ring, and without your eyes, you can't repair your suit. And so without your eyes, you're going to stand trial for what you did to this world.
There's no court in this world fit to judge me.
Oh, we'll find one. Is the ring trying to fly away and find a host? Because if not, I'm going to toss it to Viv real quick. Who, let's be honest, probably the next viable host for Northern Life in the media. Not in a bad way, but you know what I mean.
So
Not only that, but you will also pay for what you have wrought unto Atlantis.
yeah, sure. What do you want? Like $1.5 billion? And
No, I
all.
want you to leave to undo the damage you have done to Atlantis. It is as simple as that.
Well, if we're negotiating here, then if you get this rat to take his filthy hands off of me before he shoves his claws into my eyes, we can work out
We already did
restitution
that.
and we can
We
work
already
out
did that.
restitution and all of that. If you're trying to talk to me after my eyes have been gouged out, then
Yeah,
I'm not listening.
Yeah, that's what I was the after. So yeah, so Deep Knight notices this and just says, "He is such a petty man, isn't he?"
Well, I mean, if you guys want restitution, there's a way to get it, but this ain't it.
I mean, there's no paying back what he's done. There's no dollar amount that's worth the lives of the people who died in the Doomsday attack. There's only some semblance of justice on the fucking ground level, and then whatever the Hague decides to do with it.
Right. Well,
Oh,
I wasn't saying what you guys needed to do. I just because Deep Knight had brought up, paying for what he did to Atlantis and everything, I did realize that like Lex did have like not leverage, but like something to offer.
Huh.
don't worry about it. His accounts will be seized and distributed and fined, liquidated. And I'll do what I can to make sure some of that ends up with Atlantis.
By the way, Lex is
Fantastic.
just screaming if his eyes have been gouged out. Like, you guys can't really talk, like, without hearing him just screaming in agony and cursing your names and swearing revenge.
I'm gonna. It won't stop the screaming, but I am gonna heal him. Not like fix his eyes, but like make them not,
Yeah.
add time to them.
Yeah. And he says that you'll live to regret this.
So will you, Lex. I hope you have a long, long life in a dark, damp box.
I'll see to it that your suffering is for all eternity, since you're nigh immortal anyway.
But you can't see.
Oh, burn.
Oh,
Burn on Lex.
And
But
you thought Deep Night could only wash things away.
yeah. But you ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
God damn, Deep Knight, you really hit him there, huh? Oh. Viv, come take this
I'm
ring.
only being factual.
Wait, sorry, what? I missed that.
Come take the ring, Viv, before it tries to find somebody else and really use this son of a bitch.
I suppose the orange will complement my black one. Viv is going to walk in, pick up the ring,
Nope.
open up an instrument. What?
As soon as you go to, like, try and Great King Rat takes his foot off the ring, you try to, like, grab it quick, but in that split nanosecond, no matter how fast, you guys can move, the ring has its own sentience and obviously all the powers of the ring. And so as soon as it's able to, it puts up a force field around it and expands the force field big enough to where you can't, like, get it, and then just takes off. Pew!
Looks like Wade would still be standing next to it as he tried to expand an orange force field, but he's not going for it. If it's going up, he has no interest in it now.
Yeah.
Because there's only one person it can be returning to up there.
Yep.
You know what? Good for him.
Well, but he still has his ring, remember? So, like, now he's going to have two.
Yeah, good for him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make it clear, but yeah.
Doesn't he have a collection of those?
Of rings?
Of orange ones, yes.
No. There's only one real orange ring in this universe, and now there are two real orange rings. And if I'm not mistaken, wearing more than one power ring doesn't increase your power.
Yes, it
It'll
does.
just make it does?
Yeah, that's why Cyborg was going around collecting Green Lantern, or Cyborg Superman, not Cyborg. But Cyborg Superman was going around collecting Green Lantern rings in the comics.
Is it like exponential, or is it just like as powerful as two?
Yeah, it like just gives you like 2 and then 3 and
Oh, yeah, that's really no worse than he already is, and also good luck getting it back from him.
Even Lex Luthor couldn't get the one from him and had to seek out your guys' best friend in order to get one. The Robin King.
Yeah, you mean like theater teacher banned from school premises for sex crimes, the Robin King?
Yeah. He wonders why you guys never call anymore, but
Because he's a creep and he's edgy.
Yeah, he keeps trying to stab us with a knife and he'll send us to hell. And now if he did that, the world would end.
I just want to stab you a little.
If he stabs Great King Rat, there's going to be a singularity and hell will cease to exist.
Just a little bit of stabbing.
I couldn't even imagine the implications.
Right?
So... God damn. What do we do with to the base? Let's put him in the fucking cage with Oh, I'm so happy, I forgot his name. Hugo Strange. Hear that, Lex? That's the level you're on now.
I told you, you can do your worst. You're gonna live to regret anything. I have powerful allies.
You're going in a electronic box with Hugo Strange.
And Deep might sort of looking to the group, saying, "So, can you? Is there a way of making magic that prevents anyone from adding new eyes to his head?"
I mean, his main ally is Brainiac. So if we lose Lex Luthor for whatever reason, you can expect him to come back with cyber eyes, regardless of any magic I do to him. It's an innate part of his being, the ability to see. And so even if I magically removed that, something analogous could be added with technology.
Wow, you like figured out exactly what I was like already like gonna do.
Yep.
But yeah, exactly.
Look, I've been playing this game for a while.
Yeah. It I mean, I just didn't think it was that obvious that like, he's just gonna go to Brainiac and get some cyber eyes, but yeah.
Speaking of going to Brainiac, Wayne's gonna go take the mother box from the fucking super suit.
Yeah, so as you are, picking apart the super suit, like you realize that there's a whole lot of technology here, and like this is probably something that you should just go ahead and recover, the whole thing.
All right, we'll bring that in. I am still taking the like individual object of the mother box and like putting it on my person.
Sure, yeah. I'm not denying you that. I was just making it clear that beyond just grabbing the mother box, you should probably grab the whole damn suit.
Oh yeah, no, we're not leaving this out here for fucking like intergang or whatever.
Why not?
Because they're the worst.
Yeah. So, as you guys are, bringing Lex and the super suit in, um, Viv, you would obviously understand that any technology capable of replicating Big Blue's power is obviously a thing.
Yeah. 100%.
That's all. Just pointing out that you're like, oh, that is a thing.
Yes.
And then,
So like,
oh, go ahead.
I was just be like, well, just look at it and be like, oh, I can find good buyers for this. Unless you had something you wanted it for. Off-world, in case that was the concern. Probably not in this dimension.
Well, that is better than selling it to someone here. Yes.
Yes. But, I just throw that handy little detail out.
And,
Oh yeah, yours. Let me just Wayne's gonna pry, just gonna rip off the SL emblem from the front of it. The fucking Super Lex shit that he has on his chest.
Yeah. It's just
This.
an S.
Just an S. Perfect. This is going in the personal collection. The news here? Or it's like it seems like it'd be the kind of thing that would summon some fucking reporters or something.
Well, there were reporters in helicopters. They have not had like news vans get close enough because it turns out that ever since Doomsday, there has been a
Policy against it.
a policy against it.
Yeah, Wayne's gonna flag one of those fuckers down.
Yeah, and so as the battle now has been wrapping up for a while, the helicopters begin to land and the news vans begin to pull up, but like that also means that it's hampering your ability to keep the scene cleared so that um, you can gather all the pieces, because when he ripped his super suit off, like, I don't mean like a wetsuit like in one piece. I mean like
Yeah.
since it was breaking, he just like ripped chunks of it off of him until he was freed from it. And so you got to clean up like the site.
Tremor. Let me get a fence.
What?
In the area, there's stuff here that's that I don't want people getting a hold of. The pieces of the suit. Can you put up a little barricade?
Yeah, I'll do that real quick.
You're a lifesaver. Deep Knight,
Yes?
you mind giving the area a sweep with your water? Gather up all the pieces?
Of course. And Deep Knight sort of scouts out to find the pieces.
And then Viv, they're all yours. Take them, do what you're gonna with them.
Thanks. I suppose I'll take this as a chance to take a break and visit my home. I think there's a pending request to see me there. Anyway, I'll come back with information about that later.
Absolutely. Enjoy your time.
Viv gathers up their new sack of goodies and is going to step through an interdimensional door, heading through their home as a path-through before heading to their home dimension.
Great King Rat, as the leader of the Gotham Justice League, what happened here?
Lex Luthor, evidence has come up that Lex Luthor is involved in the appearance of the original Doomsday.
What evidence?
God, what was it? Who said that?
It was one of the reporters.
No, like who said? I know we have something, but who?
Oh, the
Batman.
the Bat family. Batman had hacked into Lex's stuff and found out all about Brainiac and his involvement in that. So like, Bruce motherfucking Wayne himself.
Incriminating files were found during a business transfer with Wayne Tech.
How did this information come to light? Are you going to release it to the public?
Like I said, the data transfer is how it came to light, and yes, it will be released to the public within a day or two. We got our hands full here still, but Lex Luthor is going to stand international trial for what he's done today, for what he's done to all of us. In the meantime, the Justice League will be led by a coalition of the leaders from the various branches meeting as a group and voting as a bloc.
Has the UN authorized you to make these kinds of changes?
Absolutely not. But the last guy they put in charge was the person who caused the Doomsday Crisis. So, we'll be having a talk shortly.
Is there anything that you want the public to know about this?
Things just keep happening constantly. And they've been happening for, about 3 years now. The Justice League is and will always be here to help in whatever way we can. Times are getting tough, but have less fear. We're here to help. And then, yeah, just moving past them. Moving the legs. Tremor, you want to say anything?
I'm good.
All right. Then up and away it is.
All right, and then yeah, you guys.
Oh, I'm gonna get some phone calls for that, huh?
Oh yeah. You guys make it back to headquarters, and Kite Man is glad to see you. The phones have been ringing off the hook. One of them, the main line to the UN, I just have stopped answering. Apparently, it is hardwired with no like disconnect, like how a regular phone you can just like unplug it. This is like everything's just wired in like directly, and there's no like plug. It just is straight hardwired. So I've just been letting it ring, but it's still ringing.
Wayne's gonna go pick it up.
It is what one chick oh damn it not Wallace
Waller?
not Waller yeah not
Alert!
it's the other one, the contact for the UN. Oh damn it! Now I can't remember her name. I'm gonna look up the token because I think I have it on her token. Catherine Colbert. Catherine Colbert picks up and says, "Who am I speaking with?"
Sorry about the delay in communication.
Oh, Great King Rat. Yes, you will have a helicopter landing within the next 25 minutes. I suggest you get on it.
Can you just tell me where it's going? I can probably get there faster on my own.
You don't know where it's going, and that's why I'm sending a helicopter to you. Just get you and your team on board that helicopter as quickly as possible.
All right. Who wants to take a helicopter ride?
Oh, look at them all just jump up and down.
Right?
I'd say yes, but I don't think enough time was given for me to get back.
Time moves differently there. You can be back if you want to be.
Right?
I guess, but I want to do a tiny thing because Viv is going to be followed by a tiny thing because my minion's coming with.
That's
Do
fine.
it. It'll be fucking 4 adults and 2 children on a fucking UN helicopter.
All right, fine. Then Viv is very nonchalantly at this exact moment going to open an interdimensional door inside this very room and step out of it.
Intergalactic.
And following 2 of their normal footfalls are 2 smaller ones.
Oh boy,
Viv.
is that a child?
Yes, Viv is being followed by a small white-haired humanoid girl.
Oh my god,
Who
Viv had a
looks-
kid.
Roughly 10.
Oh.
And Viv is just going to look on and say, hey, great news. I got promoted.
And so they gave you a kid?
The human word
It's
is pregnant.
they the fucking Viv is going to be like, no,
Oh, God.
it's not like that.
Somebody's got to tell the penguin.
Oh God.
You two shut up. It's not my kid, and I'm not supposed to treat it as such.
Is that Great King Rat's sister?
Shut. Shut. Both of you shut.
Stepsister.
Jokes aside, as a
Half
part of my
sister. Double
I've
sister?
been you fuckers. I've been assigned warden duty. One of my sacred duties is now to give this one some field experience and train them.
So that's a super-powered android child?
Well, their body is pretty tough. More raw power than mine. They're just lacking in experience. Not a lot of magic to them, too. I have to open doors for them. How cute is that? Viv says as they snap the door closed behind them.
Well, my name's Wayne. It's nice to meet you, kid.
Why?
Yes.
They kind of look... Aren't they still taller than you? How tall are you?
Wayne's like 4 foot something.
Yeah, so they, I guess, look a little down as they kind of just put out a hand.
Wayne will shake it and then bring Hunter over. This is the other. I never had to take care of more than one kid. This is the other child on the base. His name's Hunter.
The smaller one, of course, waves and announces, I've been given the name Scylla.
Hunter is extremely shy and just looks down at the ground and says, "Hi."
Oh my God, this might be the first time he's met someone his own size.
Scylla feels a little awkward and is going to look off to at nothing in particular and say, hi.
Well, I'm sure we'll all get a chance to meet each other a little, to know each other a little bit. We are about to get into a UN helicopter.
And
What the hell's an unhelicopter?
At that, they're cool with us bringing our weapons, right?
I mean, if they aren't, it's not like they can stop you. You could just sort of, put them in your pocket dimension and then pick them back up when you get to wherever we're going.
Nah, it's just that Scylla here likes to carry their black ribbon, as it's called. And as they say, they're going to hold up a sword from behind their back and drop it into Scylla's arms.
Wait a minute. As Deep Knight sort of watches this sort of thing, he sort of remembers something, and then sort of taps Great King Rat on the shoulder and says, is it or isn't it a good time to talk about the whole, redemption program?
We could talk on a helicopter. But yeah, go ahead.
Well,
should we bring Lex Luthor with us? I feel like if we leave him alone for a second, and also the Hague is where we're taking him, so.
You're lucky I didn't disappear the moment you turned around.
Lex, you're about to walk into an ottoman.
Ow!
He wasn't. Wayne just pushed one in front of him.
Deep Knight just sort of rolls his eyes and says, well, he sort of clears his throat and looks at the other and says, I was hoping to choose a certain individual that could that I could possibly redeem and turn into a sort of what is the right term for it?
Weapon of mass destruction.
Not a weapon of mass
And the
destruction.
villain.
What?
A hero, a reformed villain.
A reforming villain, yes. And in doing so, helps improve our numbers. In as as so as such, Great King Rat has suggested an individual known as Polka Dot Man.
Fuck.
Yeah, he's almost ready to be released for good behavior. He's small time offender, low fatalities, never had a violent MO.
Correct.
And it sounds like a perfect man to help on the path to redemption.
You got nothing but my support, Misty. Now, we were all being taken to a UN black site.
Yes.
I was gonna mention one last thing before you leave. Everything in this room has suddenly become extremely neat, and the ottoman was put back.
I keep making little bumps in the floor for Lex to trip on.
Okay, I was just gonna mention that it is relevant to things going on.
There's some sort of poltergeist, but like it's a reverse poltergeist that puts the furniture back where it belongs.
It's a lawful poltergeist.
Right?
Yes, it's an anti-geist. Oh wait, no.
It's an unhelicopter.
Alright, let's go to the fucking unhelicopter.
I want to get in the MO.
So as you guys board this helicopter, well, first you go to the roof, and as you reach the roof, you can see a completely black helicopter. It looks like one of the oh crap, now I forget the name. Huey? The carrier helicopters that the military uses for like medical and stuff like that. But you guys see a completely black one of those, and as the door on the side slides open, there are two very well armed UN like soldiers. Chinook, thank you. Yes, the you know soldiers, quote unquote, are not from any nation, but rather are specifically for the United Nations most secret forces, which like the Justice League is aware of, but like not many other people are. And so these, they're more like guards than soldiers. Soldiers implies like somebody who might go somewhere and mess something up. Like these guys only are here to protect like the highest level UN officials and all of that. But there's two of them, and as the door slides open, you can see that they have on body armor suits. Not Iron Man per se, but definitely closer to Iron Man than, say, like a SWAT officer. And with these technological suits, you can tell that these guys are probably, in the power level 11, range, to put it into game terms for like how tough they are. You guys can beat them, but they're definitely up there in power. And they say, we'll take him from here.
Oh, Lex, me, we were told to get on the helicopter.
Yeah, no, you're getting on the helicopter. Lex is gonna come in with us. We're here to like guard him until we get to where we're going. So like we'll take him from here. We're gonna shackle him real good with these shackles, and they hold up some shackles that like are high tech and like have force fields and all of that, magnetic locks that like have super magnets that lock them in place, and just all kinds of crazy like stuff that they're gonna shackle him up and make sure that he can't get away with.
All right, but if he doesn't make it to the Hague, I'm going to beat you both unconscious.
Sir, we are here to follow orders. Uh, we're just doing that.
Oh, I know. You're good. I trust you. I like the suit, and Wayne's gonna tap twice on one of their chests. New shit.
As you do so, there's a audible charging up, and the second tap, uh, all of a sudden there's a recoil that sends both you and the guard flying 10 feet in either direction as like you tap it, and the force like blows you back, but it also blows him back because like you have all kinds of crazy magic powers and stuff like that like makes you tougher than say somebody else who were to assault him, who would have just been knocked back without being able to knock him back as well.
Fun new toys. Very nice. Yeah, take Lex. I'm sick of looking at his bald head.
Yeah, and so they take him in, and there's like a special cage room, like sealed box already in the helicopter waiting for him, and they like shackle him up and put him in there, and then the rest of you take your seats in the um, more front but back of the helicopter, the unhelicopter, and the helicopter takes off and begins to fly. And Tremor, you have a unique connection with the Earth to where like you just always know what direction you're traveling and can like tell relatively where you are based on like the ping that you get back from the earth. If you like reach out to like feel what earth is underneath you, you can tell like what kind of earth it is, and that pretty much informs you of where you're at, because all of the rocks and everything are different everywhere you go on Earth. And so you know that you guys are traveling south towards the jungles of Brazil.
Oh boy, I hope we don't encounter a certain someone.
And then after, a long time, a lot longer than it would have taken you guys to get there, you finally land at, like Great King Rat said, a UN black site. And here, deep in the jungles of Brazil, the helicopter lands not on a helicopter pad, not on the ground, but rather it goes down a massive cave shaft that goes straight up and down. And then at the bottom of this cave shaft is a helicopter pad that leads down into a secret underground prison and they bring Lex Luthor in there in the box. Like the box has a special force field magnetized lift thing that allows them to like basically dolly cart it over to where he will be housed, and then they open the door and he steps out, and a force field appears in front of his cell, and you guys are all treated to being able to watch this as he's put in his cell before Catherine Colbert steps out and says, "Well, great King Rat, it seems you've really gone and made a mess of things."
That's an odd way to put it, but I suppose.
This is going to be a PR nightmare and may cause massive panic in the streets. Lex Luthor, may have many crimes, but what he was doing with the Justice League was important, and people came to see him as a leader, and now, we're going to have to clean all this up, and what is trust level going to be, with the Justice League after this?
I'll tell you what it's going to be lower, but it's going to be real, and it's going to recover over time.
Well,
Look, I remember when the league was a bunch of fucking idiots in suits. I remember when
those idiots saved the world.
No, I meant like the Panther and Doctor Phil.
Yeah. That was before
And
my
Deep
time.
Deep Knight sort of strengthens himself out and says, not to mention that he's been conversing with a known criminal in Atlantis, aka Ocean Master, and causing all this mess in Atlantis.
I mean, yeah, we do gotta bring Atlantis in on some of the world politics, because the Atlantic Ocean turning into a cauldron of blood and violence every time something bad happens is untenable.
Well, I hope you have a plan to clean up the beans you're spilling.
You say bees?
Well, yeah. I mean,
To clean up the bees?
yeah, the beans.
Oh, bees? How do you say bees? Like the bug?
Oh, no, not bees. Beans. Like, you're spilling all the beans about the Justice League, and so now, like, you gotta fix this.
Hey, that's all I'm here for. I'm happy to work towards whatever end makes the world safer and more peaceful.
Well, what would make the world safer and more peaceful would probably be to reinstall Lex Luthor and say that, like, you were, like, mind controlled by some, Dr. Psycho or something.
Trust me, that would not make things more peaceful. That would actually make things more violent.
It made things more peaceful till Brainiac showed up.
Brainiac?
Yeah, that's who helped Lex Luthor unleash Doomsday on the planet.
I don't even know who that is.
Tremor knows a little more. Tremor? Oh no. Give him a minute.
I think that's just a statue.
No.
First of all, like a normal person.
I mean,
First-
you are statuesque.
I really don't know much about him. We only saw the outside of his ship and some robots he made. He's a space guy. Doesn't like Superman, obviously.
And how strong would you say these robots he built in Legion are?
Oh, at least Superman level. And that was just like the ones outside the ship. That's why we didn't take him out. Oh, he wanted us to take him out so that he could hide that he was involved with Doomsday.
Yeah, he's you could say a cosmic level, an extrasolar threat that is probably going to end up on our doorstep sooner or later.
Well, shit. This is not the time to be splitting the Justice League then.
No.
Yeah, tell that to
The
him.
issue, the issue is that Lex Luthor is working with Brainiac and has been for a while.
And as such, your so-called peace has been nothing but conflict under wraps.
It's been nothing but a facade setting up for the iron fist of some alien overlord.
Ugh. So, here's what we're going to do. I am officially disbanding the entire Justice League, and you're going to work for the UN as Black Ops soldiers.
And Deep Knight just sort of looks at her and says, "Pardon?"
We can't fix the reputation of the Justice League fast enough to be able to deal with this. And having a public face is just going to be too much of a problem and a controversy right now. So rather than deal with that, we're going to officially disband the Justice League, and you guys are going to work from the shadows.
That kind of sounds like a lot of lip service. Especially the from the shadows part. You do know we deal with world-class events. People are going to figure out what's what pretty quick.
As long as we have plausible deniability about your connection with the UN, that's all the UN cares about.
Oh, so if that's the case, why not disband the Justice League and let air quotes Justice League Gotham continue as normal?
Because that's still part of the Justice League.
I mean, yeah, but it could be, disavowed or whatever.
How should I say? Rebranding could do. Just change Gotham League Justice to its own independent organization temporarily.
If we don't come and take the building back and everything, everybody's gonna know that you're still working for us. So
I can supply a new building. I have contacts in town.
We have to officially say that the entire Justice League is being disbanded, but we don't want to lose your services. We want our cake and we want to eat it. So we want you to go along with our convoluted plan to act like we're firing you, but have you just work for us in secret and also without pay.
It was just gonna kind of elbow Great King Rat and be like, or how about we take all these newly unemployed heroes that are about to exist, make an independent organization, and you can just buy the services normally.
No. We want to not pay you.
That's not really a great thing. I mean, we don't really need your support one way or another. This is more about what should we get in exchange for following your orders, because we do a pretty good job of protecting the world on our own.
Yeah, literally, what's in it for us?
The honor of being heroes?
The stuff we get for free doing it on our own with no UN backing anyways?
Yeah.
So, no. I mean, GKR, I know you're the shot caller, but I think this is all pretty straightforward. It sounds like a fucking shit deal, right?
Yeah, and it sounds like a great way to, get used for war crime for the UN.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah.
We promise
So-
we promise to not use you for many war crimes.
Okay, you said many there. The Justice League is officially disbanded. Welcome back to the Justice Society, the International Justice Society.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Gotham League of Justice.
The fucking goddamn.
I was
You
trying to
gotta-
get I was
you
trying
gotta-
to get away with how many and any like kind
Yeah.
we promise not to use you for any war crimes, but we promise not to use you for many war crimes.
Yeah, like, damn. We should talk more about branding later, but like, until you have something to sway our opinions, this is the direction we're moving.
How about you guys work for the UN because like we're the good guys and you believe in that?
I mean, we do, but also you just said you're going to use us for a certain amount of war crimes.
Not many.
War crimes
Look.
are war crimes.
Yeah, war crimes are war crimes. Look, we are superheroes, and part of that, and you know this, so I don't know why you're saying what you're saying. Part of being a hero and the whole superhero aesthetic is not even aesthetic. The whole purpose of being a superhero is being a present force that deters people from acting stupid. And if you move us from a public face to a private face, that force will no longer exist. And people dressed as clowns will burn Gotham City to the ground again.
Oh yeah, but we're the UN. We don't give a crap about Gotham.
Okay.
Yeah. But it won't be long until that becomes your problem.
Yeah, because remember, when Gotham fell, the entire state of New Jersey came with it, and then, the anarchist gangs and the slow spreading of lack of order, How
I
long
mean,
did
we just like disavowed Gotham and like cut off ties to the main U.S. government. Like that seemed to work.
cut off ties to the biggest government in the world? Wait,
No,
second.
for Gotham,
So,
Yeah, no,
where is Gotham?
it's basically an island right off of New York.
No, sorry. I mean, in the political sense. Like,
it's
is
its
Gotham still American?
No, it's like its own thing when that happens.
Oh, okay,
It's been welcomed back into America now that you guys restored order, but like if things get buck wild over there again, we'll just like disown them again.
And then give. Oh, that you realize how that would end, right? If you did that now that we're an established force.
How?
Superhero nation.
Oh.
Superhero micronation.
Yeah, that's probably not a good thing.
No.
I would say no.
Like
No.
Genosa from Marvel.
Yep. I don't know most of those words you just said, but yeah.
Yeah, no, that was me in real life, the DM, not in character.
I mean, there's been canon crossovers. She couldn't know about that shit.
Maybe, although in this universe iteration, they are very much separate dimensions, separate timelines, separate worlds, realities.
I got it. But yeah, no, look, we're happy for UN support if you want to put it behind actively being superheroes. But if you don't, we're going to leave and do that anyway.
Can you give me time to get the UN's vote of approval on this?
I'd be happy to speak on the behalf of heroes to them, if mainly because I'm trying to get a hold of a certain Superman lookalike who is very hard to reach and does not belong in charge of anything.
Ah.
And so if I speak somewhere publicly like that, there's a good chance,
Yeah, well, that's, once we disband the Justice League, like, that's why we still need you on our unpaid role.
Is the UN in financial? You keep saying this. Is the UN in fucking financial trouble?
No, we just don't want a paper trail connecting us to you.
All right, fair enough. But yeah, no. How about no paper trail? It's just a new organization that you are allied with in some loose way.
Yeah, but if it's led by like a rat with like a rock dude and an Atlantean, like people might start to put two and two together.
I mean, what? Do you want some like seat fillers to speak as public face? I can provide those.
Yeah, we can get John Jones in there. We can get
John Jones was part of the Justice League, which has lost all credibility now that Lex Luthor has been outed.
I mean, it hasn't lost all credibility. It's still the organization founded by fucking Superman.
You haven't been watching the news, have you?
Isn't he dead?
And she what?
They said the organization founded by Superman. I made a snide comment. Isn't he dead?
Oh yeah. But she turns on the news channels kind of like Ozymandias from Watchmen, and you can see all over the news, all they can talk about is like how the Justice League has betrayed them and they can't trust them, and there's people like burning effigies of Superman and Martian Manhunter and Wonder Woman, and just like any of the superheroes, they're like burning toys and costumes and comic books and effigies and like everything, and everybody's just like freaking out, and the news like it's got like conspiracy theorists like screaming about, I told you the Justice League was in cahoots with the bad guys from the very beginning, and now I've been proven right. And, just like all that craziness.
And Deep Knight just kind of looks on and just says, now who looks like the crazy one?
We weren't exactly big names in the Justice League outside of Gotham City. And in Gotham City, we have enough local pull to not have them riot if we return. On top of that, a rebrand may be in order.
Well,
there are still
you guys can come and try to get the votes for it if you want.
Yeah. There are still local heroes everywhere doing good work. And they will always be at risk of coming up against a force they can't take down on their own. A Justice League-like society, public-facing, trustworthy, needs to exist.
I don't have the authority to, okay that, but if you want to try and convince the other shadow leaders of the world, to vote for this, I'll take you with for the next vote, and you can plead your case to them.
At the very least, I'd like to see the shadow leaders. That sounds like an interesting time.
Well, you're not going to see them, but yeah. And so is that what you guys want to do then, or
Can't hurt.
famous last words? But yeah, if you guys want to go with her to quote unquote meet the shadow leaders and plead your case, like she's willing to take you, and we can do that. Or if you want to do something else,
There's no harm in meeting the shadow leaders. It's, maybe one of them is the silhouette of Ra's al Ghul, and I can go absolutely fucking feral.
other party members care to chime in?
No, I'm good.
I'm fine. He's just sort of like Deep Knight's just sort of standing there.
All right. Well, then I guess you guys are off to meet the Shadow Kings, and eventually, after a long journey and being led, again, Tremor, you would have no trouble knowing where you are. There is a secret room beneath Mount Rushmore that supposedly, as far as the public knows, never got finished and was closed, down to the public because they stopped construction on it. In secret, they finished it, and it is now a massive complex where the Shadow Kings meet, quote unquote, but they are all just silhouettes projected up on a giant screen, each in a different.
God damn it. I owe Killer Moth money now. I bet that the thing under Mount Rushmore was mechs of the 4 people on Mount Rushmore. It's a base, though, so he wins.
Yeah. And I want you to roll for perception, all of you, to see if any of you recognize any of these silhouettes.
18. Probably not.
Roll to recognize silhouettes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, 19!
No, 19 again.
Let's see. Go for another.
1.
I am not very observant. Let's roll for the. I'm just now interested in rolling for someone because there's a 0% chance they recognize anyone. That.
Nice. Okay, so Great King Rat, you're so focused on trying to find like Raj Al Ghul and all that like you don't recognize any of the other silhouettes. However, Tremor and Deep Night, you guys are looking, and as you are viewing, one of the Shadow Kings of the world, one of the shadow leaders, you do recognize as I'm sorry, brain fart moment. Just give me a second.
Fine.
It,
The Shadow King got to him.
yeah. They don't want me to reveal it. Oh, yes. This is a old school reference, but you probably will recognize them. Oh, what's his name? Savage.
What's a Shavaz?
That's that thing you pin to your that flower you pin to your chest when you're gonna dance.
No, that's a
Oh.
corsage. No.
Wait, Vandal Savage?
That one guy. Damn it.
Vandals.
Yes, Vandal.
Savage?
Yes.
Wayne knows Vandal Savage. Wayne's seen him before.
Yeah, but you were so busy looking for Raj Al Ghul that you didn't recognize his silhouette.
Somebody please point out Vandal Savage to the rat.
I will.
Alright.
Deep Knight sort of recognizes it and says, "Say, isn't that Vandal Savage?"
Oh, that's so funny. That's. Hey, Vandal.
You hear a deeply distorted voice say, "Wayne, I mean, who's Vandal?"
How are your kids?
He
You onto a fresh batch yet?
he kind of like tries, not to give anything away, but definitely like it's him for 100% certainty.
Well, Deep Knight's just happy that none of them are Ocean Master.
Ocean Master's dead.
Yeah.
He is. Sorry,
Mara
just
fucking killed him.
Yeah.
Remember, cut his head off.
oh, sorry, I forgot.
And then vomited lava blood on him, and yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
If the fight
No
didn't
worries.
take place, if the fight didn't take place underwater, you can be sure she would have tossed his fucking eyeless fucking skull into the middle of the battle before it started. But you can't do that underwater; it just sort of floats. But yeah.
I didn't mean to say that. Rewind. Sorry.
Okay.
So, do we talk, or do you guys talk, or?
Well, state your case. We are already well aware of, all of your desires, but we are apt to vote no unless you wish to state your case.
Happily. You all know, some of you more personally than others, the order-keeping force that a public-facing superhero organization provides. And I don't claim to know your goals other than the fact that you all want the status quo as solidly as it can to continue. Removing all superheroes and making them unpaid secret government employees will not do this. You know this. There needs to be a rebrand, sure. But every city and every town, every metropolis, every Gotham, every single population center on the planet has a hero. They have someone powered or not, that they trust locally to protect them from all the terrible things that happen. And they all try so hard. And they succeed so often. But as long as there are heroes, there is the risk of any one of them running into a threat bigger than they can handle on their own. And all it takes is a few of those precious pillars of order being killed in the streets by some low-level thug, or you have real chaos on your hands. You need a Justice League organization to keep the order you so crave. If you disband us, the world will melt at the seams far worse than it is now. And we all know you have the power to do a powerful rebrand. The choice is yours, gentlemen.
Let us converse. And with that, all of a sudden, the room goes completely black, but with it, all sound is ripped out of the air. Some technological device keeps anyone from being able to hear anything. And after some time of being stuck in this noiseless, lightless void, suddenly the lights come back on and all of the silhouettes are holding out their hand, and one by one the 5 of them begin to vote. The first one turns their thumb up. The second one turns their thumb down. The third one turns their thumb down. The fourth one turns their thumb up. And the last one to vote is Vandal. He holds his thumb out and it hovers there in the air. Does anyone say or do anything before his thumb turns down or up?
Deep Knight is certainly just sort of biting at the edge of his helmet.
Yes.
You know the. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, that man, fucking, what was I going to? I feel like it's hard to articulate it better than that. Honestly, it seems like a really well laid out thing.
Oh yeah, no, he did great. I'm just it's that tension moment where Vandal's about to vote, and so if anybody had any last second stuff to say, like this is the moment, and I didn't want to like go so fast that like you didn't get the chance. So
I guess just drop a simple comment in and says, just remember, whatever the outcome, you earned it. Whatever comes immediately, you will more or less have chosen it single-handedly.
You know the right answer, Vandal. You've seen the world without this sort of guiding hand.
there is a moment where all time seems to slow down, and Vandal's hand turns down. And suddenly, as his hand turns down, there is a ripple effect of everything just slowing to a crawl. You can hear your voices or everything, everybody starting slow. And everything is just, experiencing this. Blue streaks of lightning suddenly fill the room, and standing in front of you is the Flash, but not in his red costume, nor is it the Reverse Flash in his yellow costume. Instead, it is some kind of blue Flash, and he comes bursting into the room and looks at Great King Rat and grabs him and disappears so fast that, like, they effectively disappear. Great King Rat, Flash says, I had to grab you. You're one of the few beings who can survive being inside the Speed Force when I'm running at this speed. I need
All right.
to warn you. Vandal is in cahoots with the Black Lanterns. He himself is immortal, but they have promised him that they can end his immortality if he helps them to take over the world. They need you out of the way. I've come to, warn you of the future and bring you this hope. And he gives you a blue lantern ring. And he says, it will know what to do. And then he releases you from the Speed Force and is gone, and you're still just standing there right in the room.
You wanted it that bad, huh, Vandal?
All of the screens turn off, and there's no more silhouettes. The blue lantern ring starts tugging and pulling from your hand.
Is it going to either Tremor or Deep Night?
It floats over to Deep Night, scans him, and Deep Night, it says in your head, Deep Night, you are a being of great hope. I offer you the power to spread this hope to the world and give them the same hope that you have.
Deep Knight just sort of like entranced at this and just sort of nods slowly, like he's sort of accepting this.
As you accept it, the blue lantern ring goes onto your hand, and you feel the blue lantern power course over your body, changing your uniform from the standard, well, the ancient Atlantean armor that you have into more of a combination Blue Lantern kind of suit, but still the armor. So it's all blue with the Blue Lantern symbol instead of just the Atlantean symbol on the chest and all of that. But it still has the Atlantean ancient armor, overall body. And with your new Lantern Ring powers, you're able to do a lot of the things that, like, say, Lex Luthor and Green Lantern, Guy Gardner, Sinestro, a lot of the things that they were able to do, you will now be able to do. I will make sure that I get that added to your sheet uh, for
And
you.
as he's and mind you, a DM, I'm going to say something specific in character.
Yes, sir. Go for it.
One moment, just
Take your time.
in fearful day, in raging night, with strong hearts full, our souls ignite. When all seems lost in the war of light, look to the stars, for hope burns bright.
Nice. You looked up the Blue Lantern oath. I love it.
Yeah, Deep Knight just sort of says that like out of like he's out like he somehow like knows it, and he sort of shakes his head a bit and says and looks to the others in surprise.
The oath and everything. Blue's a good color on you, Deep Knight.
I couldn't agree more.
Hi, my, everyone's accessorizing.
I would argue I
Well-
deaccessorized.
What's that?
Yeah, you did.
Said I would argue that I deaccessorized.
I know, but Viv was just making a comment. Going.
Yeah, but it was an in-character reply to the comment that she made.
Yeah, but pushing through said reply, makes someone feel left out.
Well, you got an accessory. It's your little robot kid.
Yeah, I bought that with points. That's not something I get.
Oh, okay.
I earned that.
Yeah, I honestly thought you could end up with the orange, considering things.
I would like to hear why you think that.
Well, I mean, the person other than Great King Rat who did it over time, who has reached Viv on the deepest emotional level, is the one who bought her stuff and showed her all the things Earth has to offer.
I see.
He's
Well,
not wrong.
It's nice to know that you think of me as an icon of greed.
I mean, avarice isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just it's ended up with the
I mean,
yeah.
it is to like 99% of people.
Yes, but you forget that Great King Rat is part of the 1% now.
He is. Yeah, as soon as
Oh
you
my
make more
fucking
than
god!
$1 million,
how layered that response is.
yeah. As soon as you make more than $1 million, they send a beam with the "greed is good" speech into your brain.
Yeah, no. Ultimately, I'm probably not getting any of these rings simply because Viv isn't very strong with any component of the spectrum.
We gotta get Krem suited up with the green.
Yeah. But then again, I guess sitting at the center of the wheel, you could have a better view of everything else.
Oh no.
Plus,
Well,
who knows? Maybe being like not particularly attuned to any of them gives you like some kind of neutral immunity, resistance bonus or something.
I mean, feel free to invent one, because I don't think that's a thing.
I'm just throwing out there why it may not be the worst thing.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so now, presented with this new information that one of the leaders of the world, one of the shadow leaders of the world, is in league with the Black Lanterns, and that they're trying to, end all life so that he can end his life. You guys got some, things to think about and what have you.
Yes.
Wayne is going to point his finger at the fucking Vandal Savage screen and then shoot magic at it.
Okay.
Just a message.
And Deep Knight sort of looks at Great King Rat, saying, "Well, that certainly is going to say something about what you think about Vandal Savage currently."
Yeah.
Let me
Hey, minor
cue-
thing happens. Great King Rat, you're gonna feel like somebody's kind of like tugging on your uniform.
All right.
And if you look that way, Scylla is looking at you from like across the room.
Hello, Scylla. How can I help you?
They kind of just say, that blue man took you.
He did, and he told me some things. Vandal Savage is working with the Black Lanterns. He wants to escape his curse of immortality so bad he's willing to kill everyone.
What is Vandal Savage's curse?
He cannot die.
That they just kind of go. Interesting.
Humans, people like, let's say, Tremor and Deep Knight, have an inbuilt lifespan because they tend to get attached to people. They make connections, they have families, they love and live and lose things. And when you live forever, that loss begins to stack up.
At that, they go, so he wants to be dead?
He wants the option of dying.
I see.
And while I relate to the impulse, we can't let him tear down the world to get it.
I see.
Well,
so,
we're leaving.
Are we going to stop him?
Oh, yes. We're going to stop a lot.
And I imagine this puts some damper into the plans of Polka Dot Man, I assume.
Why is that?
We still get him.
I was asked.
That's in character. I'm sorry.
Oof.
No, might put it on the back burner for a minute. We gotta go talk to the other cores. And I need to just really beat some ass about the fact that they haven't.
They have a what?
What?
You cut out. They have a what?
Oh, I'm really going to beat some ass about the fact they haven't been here.
Oh, yes.
And wait till the turn to not Amanda Waller and say, "Are you going to stop us from leaving?"
I couldn't if I tried.
Atta girl. We'll be back when you've replaced the fifth Shadow King with someone who isn't also tainted by an evil extraterrestrial force. You're 0 for 2 on that.
Well,
Good job.
you see, the problem is that those 5, like, they're the ones who put me in my position, not the other way around. In fact, all of the world leaders are chosen by those 5.
Wonderful. Great. I don't care. They can suck my nuts. They fucked up.
Shall I leave them that message?
Please. They can, conditionally, until they fix their fucking shit and stop throwing stones from a very glass house. I'm gonna go save the world. You're welcome to do whatever kind of politicking you need to, and I will deal with it when I'm back.
Would it be okay with you if I like officially denounced you, but like, wink wink?
Yeah, do whatever you gotta do to keep your job and your head on your shoulders.
Okay.
Don't fuck with the people in Gotham, like the Justice League there. They're all just guys, and they're doing a good job.
No, see, that's the benefit of me. Oh wait, we have to get out of here. This whole, I've said too much.
Bugs, of course. Yeah, no, I get it. I get everything you said. I understand completely. If I return and any of my friends, my lovely human friends in Gotham are dead, I'm going to burn the United Nations to the ground. Or specifically, I'm going to find those Shadow Kings and make them not so shadow or king.
Yeah, no, I hear you 100% and assure you that I will be doing my job to the fullest extent. Wink, wink.
Don't say wink, wink out loud.
Wink.
Oh no, not the slow wink. All right, I'm late. Where's something I can leave through?
The elevator shaft is to the back of the room.
All right, leaving. Up and out.
Yep.
Grab anybody who can't fly.
I was gonna say during the elevator ride, there's just going to be a, Mr. Rat, you sure make a lot of threats.
Sometimes everybody speaks different languages. But being a mortal creature with a physical body that can be harmed and will not heal itself, everyone understands the language of violence. And as much as I hate to do it, sometimes you have to resort to that to get a point across that you would otherwise have to spend about 20 minutes slowly walking somewhere.
They kind of nod in understanding.
Hunter kind of chimes in and says, "Violence begets violence."
To an end, but there comes a point when things can't be returned, And look, it ain't the right thing to do, but both of you, I assume, will one day be far bigger fish than I am, and you'll have found your own ways to get things through to people, I am just a little rat, and sometimes I have to be very clear about the consequences of doing the wrong thing.
More nods. I said more nods.
No, more nods. I got it.
Yeah, yes.
Like, Hunter, one day you're gonna be. I have no idea what you're gonna be, Scylla. But Hunter, one day you're going to be Superman, essentially. You will be.
I don't
You're
want
his
to
son.
be anything like him.
Sorry. You'll be a hero like Wonder Woman or Martian Manhunter, somebody that people respect because they do good things.
I was
That was my.
told the greatest good you could do was to listen and serve.
The greatest good you can do is to help selfless.
I'm going to note when Hunter says that, Sullen nods.
Oh boy, they're both like that. There is a certain amount of listening that comes with this because sometimes you don't properly know how to help someone without listening. And so listening and serving the needs of the people you protect is important. But also you are your own individual person. And sometimes your intuition will tell you that there is a better way to do things.
I was told not to try and think for myself.
And the man who did that is a criminal and a murderer. And so I, Great King Wayne, am going to tell you, think for yourself, evaluate the problems in front of you, and approach them in a way that you think is correct. And if it's not correct, if you make a mistake, I'll be here to help you in whatever way I can. And we will grow together.
Yeah. At that, Scylla comments, you have a mind to make decisions with. It would be a shame not to make use of that gift.
The girl makes good points.
I'm to understand that
Oh,
in the
wow,
future,
life has really become strange, huh?
Viv will actually comment in what way? Hello? Anyone there?
He's once again vanished into
I'm
the
here.
ether.
Who is vanished into the ether?
He's gone.
Tremor?
What?
Were you referring to Tremor?
I think he said Great King Rat has vanished with his magical teleportation.
What?
There you are. Did you ever imagine life being like this, Tremor?
No. Can't say I did.
I mean, you knew you were going to be some kind of hero, right?
I wasn't overly planning on it until every other hero died.
Fair enough. I suppose. Yeah, I wasn't either. I'll key you kids in on the fact that about 3 years ago, Old Man Wayne was a villain.
What's a
Why?
villain?
Someone who does bad things. Someone who does crime for money, mostly. I special. No need to beat around the bush. I specialized in breaking other criminals out of and stealing things. But I'm no longer the person who did that because people grow and change with their environment and with the things that happen to them.
Uh-huh. But you decided to stop?
uh, back when there was a Superman, a Justice League, uh, people who kept the world safe, it was easier mentally, morally, to do petty crime because there was somebody to clean up the big messes. And then 3 years ago, most of those people died or were incapacitated to a pretty permanent end. And it became not so easy to stand on the sidelines and cause mischief. And so I decided to do everything I could to try and fill the gaps of them being gone created.
Huh.
Ain't always been easy, but hey.
Badoop.
Yeah.
I'm here. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
Words.
words.
I have to say, I'm surprised no stabbing-related events have happened.
But no stabbing related event? Oh, with Vasilla.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't don't stab nobody unless you see us fighting them.
It's that Viv kind of goes like, you'd be surprised how well this thing can stab despite being what it is. And actually kind of hard grasps the blade and goes like, this is apparently a training sword. You should see her swing it, though. It will go through things anyway.
Hey, we got a long trip. Break it off for us, kid. Show me. Come on. Wayne will hold out his left arm.
That,
It'll grow
they
back.
kind of... They look over to Viv, and Viv nods with a kind of like an odd grin. And they go, so with the sword?
Go ahead.
They're going to lift the sword into the air with their arm, and then you're going to see it slide. And only seeing this because I know you have a combination of speed and good perceptive traits, it's going to slide from their grasp in a split second and move, becoming a blurring black, like, streaking ribbon through the air as it completes a crescent shape and returns to their hand. And, well, there's the tearing and shocking as the sword rips apart oxygen in the air and sails through the point where your arm should be. Yeah.
Oh, it's one of those.
What's that?
Wayne just grins because it's absolutely one of those. It doesn't look like it's cut for a second and then it slides.
Yes, it actually does that. I'm going to let you know, because it was basically 100% unavoidable. Scylla is pretty fucking anime themed. And to let you know, the name of the attack just performed was indeed the Black Ribbon Serpent Sword.
Oh my god. That's pretty potent. Wayne will cuck their fucking forearm that just got cut off under their other arm and do some healing to speed up the regeneration. Hey, anybody want to give me a hand? Anybody need a hand?
But
I'm gonna say, as you say that, you're going to feel another one of those odd feelings. It's like something clamps around the point and keeps it held extremely firm in place. And then Scylla is going to wave a finger, and some glowing golden energy is going to fly off their tips and seal them together faster.
The assist, Zilla.
Mm-hmm. They hold up.
Well,
two
Deep Knight is certainly going to try and
I was-
assist. And
I was going to. I'm going to finish that thought. Scylla is going to hold up both hands and say that I don't have a lot of power, but I have very basic controls over life and death. And as they say this, their right hand glows golden slightly, and their left hand becomes consumed in a very pale, if transparent, black fire. They close their hands, and both of these effects are dismissed.
I gotta admit, I hate that is considered very little power.
Huh.
Viv is gonna laugh and go like, yeah, all it translates to is that they can heal some of the basic stuff, and, well, if they hit something with their hand directly, I'd say it's relevant to you. It wouldn't grow back. It does some sort of, metaphysical damage to something they hit directly with their hand.
Horrifying. Absolutely horrifying.
I'm-
Save that for
that
folks
sounds
like...
confusing.
Yeah, don't... save that for folks like Mr. Luthor. Don't use that on your street-level thugs.
Of course not. I would not use my hands or my weapons on such people. I can just, And at that, they're going to kind of think, how would I phrase this? I would use my other arms. And as they say this, you're going to see for the first time, 6 pairs of hands are going to fade from transparent to black. They're hovering in an odd ring kind of behind her. And as they do this, the arms that they're connected to are like waving tendrils, which fade into reality and sort of collapse in on Scylla's back. My other arms.
That's a lot of arms. Hunter, you want to show off a power? You want to do something? Come on, I know you're packing heat. Break it off a little for us.
I don't like to use my powers.
Wayne's gonna, tousle his hair just a little bit. That's fine. Save him for emergencies, okay?
Okay.
You know what?
Yes.
Honestly, that's a good thing. That is a good thing, because you pack some pretty potent powers, and having restraint in employing them can only be a good thing.
Everybody always wants to make me use my powers. I don't like it.
I'm not gonna make you do anything, Hunter. World's your oyster now. You are just a kid.
I don't like oysters.
Nobody really does. That's the secret. Anybody who says they like oysters is
kid.
lying.
I'm not really fond of eating seafood.
What? What else do you guys eat in Atlantis?
Yeah, genuinely. What do you eat down there?
Usually some sort of plant-like food that's been sort of cultivated over time.
But hey, Deep Night? Where was it cultivated? Was it the
Deep Night-
sea?
That Deep Knight sort of holds his hands out and says, "Okay, I see where you're going with this." And I'll have to say, not in the same vein as your sort of seafood.
Tremor, you're calling up Harley Quinn?
Remember talking?
He typed in the chat. I just read it just now.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do this real quick before we wrap.
Where- My main goal is just to get Hunter into fucking therapy.
Yeah, no, I got you 100% here. I kind of figured that's where you were going with that. So, you, first of all, only have Harley's number because you guys have access to the Bat family. but they use their hacker skills to like figure out what her number is and get you hacked through to her. And so the phone starts ringing, and it's just the loudest, most like blaring ringtone of "Bad Reputation" by Joan Jett that you've ever like heard.
He's
And
inside the building?
no, it just her ringtone is like that, like loud and annoying, that when you're listening to it on your end, it's like still, like, I don't give a damn about my bad reputation, and
You could do that.
she picks up the phone and she's like, "Yeah, what do you want?"
Hey, Harley, long time no talk since that whole Joker thing.
Rocky! Hey, long time no hear. How have you guys been?
Good. Do you still do that whole thing you did before you
I
were
don't
evil?
break the law anymore.
No, the thing you did before that
I don't kill anyone.
with being a mind doctor.
Oh, you know that's all a racket, right?
I mean, I was really hoping it's not.
Well, I mean, I guess maybe there is some good that, can be done. What's your problem, Rocky? Lay it on me.
We got Superman's kid here, and he's really mentally fucked.
Oh, I thought you were having issues and needed some therapy. Oh, geez, you guys got a kid involved in this?
Well, Lex Luthor got a kid involved in this, and we're trying to.
Fucking Luthor.
Yeah, he's blind now.
What? You're gonna have to tell me everything all about this. Over
think-
drinks. My place. 10 o'clock. See you
Alright.
there.
All right.
And she just hangs up the phone.
I don't know where her place is.
Oh, yes you do.
Uh,
Harley Quinn has opened her own dance club with money she got somehow.
Good for her.
That
Oh no.
that now she has this like just crazy like rave dance club, like everybody goes there. It's basically part fun house, part haunted house, like scary, kind of and like all alcohol and drugs all the time.
Good news, he's getting therapy.
What's the bad news?
It's from Harley Quinn.
Steve Knight's sort of just asking because when usually someone says there's good news, there's always bad news.
Hey, that doesn't sound like a Blue Lantern.
Yes, but it's always good to expect bad news. That way you can hope for an improvement.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, you gotta have the bad so that hope has a reason to hope. You can't give up hope just because it's hopeless.
Oh, but hey, that's good. Hunter, you're gonna be talking to somebody soon about well, anything you want.
Yeah, literally. So, as you guys head back to make it to Harley's in time, that is where we draw to a close for this issue of Doomsday Aftermath. I want to thank you guys for playing. I want to thank anyone who's watching. And as always, everyone, good gaming.
Gaming!